Well, there is an exciting event happening this weekend. Charlotte is going to host the annual UNCF Dr. Maya Angelou Women Who Lead Luncheon. I'm going to be the MC of the event. It honors trailblazing women in sports and entertainment. Joining us this morning, one of the honorees, Christy Furco, who is the head of financial inclusion at Wells Fargo. Christy, thanks so much for getting up early and being with us this morning. Tell us when you learned that you were going to be one of the honorees.
Well, I got the call that I'd be one of the honorees, and I was just blown away by it, incredibly humbled. Maya Angelou has always been one of my sheroes, and so to receive an award that is named after her was just incredibly humbling.
For sure. I can only imagine what that like. Now, this fundraiser, we should mention, this luncheon is actually a fundraiser for UNCF. There are 5 member schools here in North Carolina. As a leader in business, you know the importance of a college degree, that education that really can propel the trajectory of your career.
Yes, I do. I'm also the daughter of a college track coach, and so I grew up on the college campus. So education was such foundational in our household, and so that education was so incredibly important. But also being in Arizona and seeing the UNCF Scholarship Fund and that Lou Rawls Parade of Stars back in the day, it was such a celebration for our family of Black excellence and education, and the whole "a mind is a terrible thing to waste." Like that was so cemented for me as a child. So this is, again, incredibly humbling and a great honor to really focus on UNCF and help students realize the power of education.
For sure. And so Wells Fargo, your company, is the presenting sponsor of this hat lunch. And this is a great example, I think, of corporate social responsibility. Why is that so important?
Well, Wells Fargo has been a partner with UNCF now for decades. I think this is our 29th year that we're sponsoring this event. But Wells Fargo is all about giving back in the community. I mean, we call ourselves the Bank of Doing. We appreciate the importance of being in the local community, partnering with businesses and partners to really make things happen. And this year alone, we've invested over $5.4 million in the Charlotte community, and over the last 3 years, it's been almost $18 million. So our commitment is not only to Charlotte, it's in communities all over the country, making sure that we are contributing to those communities thriving.
And this luncheon really recognizes women who lead. You are definitely a woman who leads. I think American Banker called you the most powerful woman to watch last year. Tell me, for those who are watching this, and that's an industry that can be male-dominated, what's your message of inspiration to those who are watching this? Maybe little girls are watching.
Yeah, well, very much so. I think throughout my career, I've been many times the only woman in the room, the only Black woman in the room, certainly. And it's an incredible responsibility to represent that. I never am in those rooms just as myself. I'm in those rooms recognizing that I am representing other women who are there. But I think there's power in that. When you're the only one, when you speak, people will listen. And so it is this recognition of giving back to others, being that representation so little girls can actually see you and see that they can be you. And I think that's so incredibly important. And it's also really important that as I'm in those rooms, that I'm focused on how do I help other people get to those rooms as well. And so being yourself, leading with grace and not trying to be someone that you're not, that authenticity about who you are, that's so important no matter what room you're in or what industry you're in. And so I try to model that.
Wonderful. And certainly you do, obviously, as one of the honorees. So this is a hat luncheon, and this is going to be my first time, your first time as well. Do you have a hat or a fascinator picked out, or are you ready for Saturday?
I do. So people have told me that Ellen Johnson is the hat lady, and so they put me in contact with her, and so I was able to get my hat for the event. And so looking forward just to seeing all the beautiful women and the hats, and just showcasing the beauty and the regalness that is Maya Angelou.
For sure. I have 2 options. We're going to see how it goes. A little nervous about it, but I think it will be great.
I'm nervous about it too. So.
Christy, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations to you being one of those honorees, and I'll see you on Saturday.
That's great. Looking forward to it.